Hi, I'm Orlando with On Point Custom Auto. What we're going to help you out with today is we're going to show you how to remove the front bumper on any Ford Mustang from 2009 to 2014. There's a couple of different reasons why you might want to do this. You might want to drop the bumper to replace the bumper. You might want to gain access to your headlights so you can upgrade them or you can swap them out. You might even want to be doing a grille swap or adding fog lights. It's not that hard, it's pretty easy, it's not going to take too long, and you need only a couple of tools that you should have in any household toolbox. Let's show you what you need and let's get the job started. Alright, here's what you need to get the job done. This one's going to be a quick one. You need a 7mm socket, an 8mm socket, a 10mm socket, a short extension, a ratchet, and a flathead. Let's begin. Alright, let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open your hood and put your prop rod up. Then you're going to come over to the front hood of the vehicle and you're going to take your flathead. There are a total of 8 plastic clips that you are going to remove from the top engine shield and the top bumper cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once again, there are a total of 8 plastic clips that you're going to remove with your flathead. 1, 2, 3. The fourth one is right behind your prop rod. That's 4. Then there's another one right there. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 8. After that, you're going to take your 8mm. And your 8mm socket is going to take off that 1 and that 2 right there. So there's a total of 8 plastic clips and 2 8mm bolts that are holding on your top end. And that's the only thing that's going to be stopping you from moving the top end of the bumper. After you've done that, you can literally pull up this flap, your cover right there, and you can go ahead and set that off to the side. And then you've got these quick pull tabs right there that are going to pop right off for your bumper, and that's going to allow full release of the front bumper right there. Okay, once again, 8 plastic tabs, 2 8mm bolts, and you're all done right there. All right, the next step, once you've removed the 8 plastic clips and the 2 8mm bolts from the top side of the bumper, is you're going to go ahead and get the vehicle lifted up and you're going to get the wheel turned either way. We're going to start by turning the wheel right and getting in on the driver's side. There's only 2 bolts here that are holding everything together on the inside of the fender well. That's 1 right there, and that's 2 right there. They're both 7mm bolts. They're pretty easy to access, and that is going to allow you to literally just pull that front bumper off of the front fender. What we like to do after that is we like to grab a couple of rags and stuff them in that area, just so that way we make sure that there's no damage to the paint. All right, then you're gonna come over to the other side, turn the wheel all the way over, and then once again on this side, that's 1 and that's 2. 2 7mm bolts, and that's what's gonna be stopping you from pulling off this side of the fender. Boom, fender pops right off the moment you get those 2 7mm bolts pulled out. All right, so back from the beginning, we took off 8 plastic clips and 2 8mm sockets, 2 8mm screws. On the inside of the wheel well, it was only 2 7mm screws, and then we popped out that whole part of the fender from the bumper there. Same thing on the other side. Pretty easy. All right, the last step to removing the bumper is to take off the 6 7mm bolts that are on the bottom carriage of the vehicle. The first one is going to be right there, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one right there. Those are the last 6 bolts that you're going to need to remove the bottom of the bumper from the bottom skid plate. The next step is going to be for you to just pull off the bumper and go ahead and remove your headlight. So to review, what we did today was we lifted up the hood, not too hard. We used our flathead to take off 8 plastic clips that was holding on the hood cover, and there were two 8mm bolts that were holding on the top of the bumper to your radiator support. On either fender well, there are two 7mm bolts, and that's the only thing that's holding the bumper onto the fender. And you're gonna give it a good pull, and that's what's gonna release the bumper all the way around. Your last step is just to finish removing those clips, and then you've got these small little wires in here that you're gonna remove your 194 corner markers to give you full release on your bumper, and that's all. The next step after that is you're gonna make sure that you wanna put your bumper somewhere that's nice and safe so that way you don't damage it. And we are all set. All right, let's get you a close-up on these headlights. The last thing that you're gonna need to do is you're gonna take a flathead. It's got one safety pin there. It's got one 10mm bolt there, and it's got two of them over there on the bottom. Those are gonna be the only three bolts that you're gonna need to take off, and the one plastic piece on both sides. Once again, plastic clip, 10mm bolt, 10mm bolt, 10mm bolt. And that's gonna give you full access to your headlights and removal of your bumper. What we're gonna do on this model is we're gonna take these headlights out. We're gonna pull out all these old junky halos and LEDs, and we're gonna install some Color Flow series halos. They're gonna be RGBW, they're gonna be Bluetooth operated. Check out the end of the video so you guys can see an updated look. We hope we helped you out, and we hope we saved you some money. Always on point, man. 773-920-0538. On Point Custom Auto on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you guys liked the video, please click subscribe and check out some future content. On Point Custom Auto, 773-920-0538. On Point Custom Auto on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. This is a 2009 to 2014 style Ford Mustang. We set it up with spider headlights. It's got RGBW Flow Series halos. We also put diffusers on top of the halos. They're Bluetooth connected. It's got HIDs, LED turn signals. You name it. On Point Custom Auto, 773-920-0538. On Point Custom Auto on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Hit us up, man. It's time to get lit the On Point way.